get him the ball, or to, I don't know exactly the word, to find him. And what was your sense of that play, and just seeing it unfold, and as the attention goes to Austin, LeBron gets the ball at the top of the key, and how it played out?
Yeah, it just felt like in that situation for us tonight, we had the group on the floor that we wanted. Shot clock was off. You know, I didn't feel the need to call a timeout, and knowing that, you know, trust AR with the ball, trust LeBron as a decision maker. And, you know, they went to fire, and I think it's January 5th, 2007, a streak of whatever it is, 1,297 games. LeBron is acutely aware of how many points he has, you know, at that point, and like he's done so many times in his career. And I remember him getting ridiculed for it early on when he would make the right play and his teammate would shoot the game winner. He did it like he's done so many times, and you know, just knew it was good as soon as it left Rui's hands, and just a big time play, very, very much reflective of the resilience we had tonight on the road, shorthanded, and thought our guys did a really good job of just managing the game. We managed their runs, we managed momentum swings on the road, we managed some tough breaks, I thought, in terms of some calls. You know, they were consistent both ways, but sometimes, you know, on those momentum changing plays, it can hurt you, and I thought our team just kept the resolve and resilience to win on the road.
You mentioned LeBron's streak. Is there some sort of, you know, basketball guys thing in there where, you know, he passes up the ball and he actually hits the shot in the game?
For sure. That's what we talked about in the locker room. The basketball gods, if you do it the right way, they tend to reward you.
You mentioned it. Kind of go back to the streak. He's acutely aware of how many points, not just his career, but what does that say about, like, LeBron at this point of his career making that sacrifice when, you know, he doesn't know how many games he has left. He could continue streaking until the end, but in that position, he makes the right play.
Yeah, I mean, I think it shows a level of trust in his teammates, and I thought one of the big parts of that play, once they fired on AR, was him stampeding that pass, which I think scrambled the defense even further than it was, and it just allowed Rui all the time in the world to take that shot.
JJ, you said LeBron was acutely aware of how many points he's had. How many times?
He was acutely aware of everything. He's LeBron. He knows everything.
How acutely aware have you been as his coach of this streak in the back of your mind, in the situations when he's had 8 points, and I guess for it to end like this?
Yeah, it pops up every now and then when he like the other night against Phoenix, where he ends up with 10 or whatever it was. I think he had one game last year. It's really McMahon that keeps bringing it up.
At this point,
what was? Did you see LeBron's reaction? You had a quick interaction with him.
Oh yeah, just joy. I mean, just seeing him really run across the court with the whole team. I mean, the group was connected tonight. It was a fun night to compete together, and you know, I've seen that kind of expression on LeBron's face of intensity, and you know, it's to do that when a teammate hits a shot is pretty awesome.
For Hachimura, he has grown so much. What was the first impression that you had about him, in the first conversation that you had with him? The thing that stood out to you the most about him?
Just about the conversation, or as a player?
Any conversation that you had, or something that
Yeah, I mean, he was coming off 23, 24, career high in 3-point percentage, and it was an outlier relative to the rest of, you know, his career in terms of being significantly above 40%. And remember Bo Levesque, who's his player development coach, during our summer meetings in August, Bo had gotten to work out with him a few times, and I think there were some questions around whether or not he was a true laser, and he's a laser, and we found that out very quickly. And I have so much belief when he gets his feet set and gets his legs underneath him, that the shot's going in.
Longest streak of 10